We heard from Linda on Anglesey about the rubbish on beaches, but what about other parts of Wales? Yesterday, in Snowdonia, the National Park organised a mass litter pick on Snowdon. One of the volunteers was Kate Worthington, and she joins us now live from Snowdon. So, it's going to be very windy, no doubt, so do bear with us on the phone line. Good morning, Kate. Bore da, how are you?
Bore da, good morning. I'm very well, thank you, Diolch.
Bore da, lovely to hear your voice this morning. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Thank you for taking this call, by the way. Just paint a picture for us, Kate, if you would. You're at one of the most beautiful parts of our country. In fact, one of the beautiful parts of the world. So paint a picture for us, Kate.
I'm on a very sunny, breezy Llanberis path with some pupils from my daughter's school, and we're having a last day hurrah on the mountain before they start school again on Thursday. And there's quite a few people enjoying some very fine weather on the mountain this morning.
Very nice. Is it warm there this morning?
Pardon, say again?
Is it warm?
The sun is very warm, but actually there's quite a nice cool breeze, which is actually lovely for walking. Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. So tell us about the litter. How much litter did you collect from Snowdon yesterday?
There were a number of wardens, volunteer wardens out on the main part of Snowdon, as well as some volunteers from the Snowdonia Society. So there must have been at least 11 of us out yesterday. Various numbers of bags were collected. I know I was volunteering with a chap called Paul, and we collected 7 sort of carrier bag for life size bags from the Llanberis path. And then, other numerous bags were collected from other paths. I think the path that had the most litter was the Llanberis path. That's sort of items that have been discarded over the last few days.
Oh, what? And so what are you finding then? Are you finding beer bottles and barbecues and that sort of thing?
A whole mix of things, from sort of discarded materials from kind of barbecue sites and kind of overnight campsites, to everyday items that might have even just fallen out of people's pockets, tissues, plastic bottles, to kind of hidden and placed items that people sort of try to purposely leave on the hill, which I don't think anyone understands, but it does happen. And there is a lot of folk out collecting this litter. I have to add, though, that actually we did meet a number of the public who were also very aware of the issues, and actually were also collecting items as they went as well, which was actually really pleasing to see.
Yeah, that's good. But the same question that I put to our first caller, Linda, a short time ago on Anglesey. Why does it fall upon Linda and fall upon you, Kate, and the other volunteers to pick up this rubbish? Because, other people, it ties into what we were talking about earlier on the COVID-19 story about the flight from Zante to Cardiff. This is about personal responsibility. This is about pride. This is about making sure that you leave Snowdon in a very, very good state for other people to enjoy.
I know, and it's a question that none of the people that are involved in the picking up of other people's litter, it's a question that no one can fathom or understand. But I do wonder if it's sort of a general feeling amongst members of society that there is always someone else that can kind of sweep up and clear up after you, and a lack of taking responsibility and ownership of your own belongings and your own items and your own impact in this world. So someone else will do that for me, someone else will pick it up, it's not my problem. That kind of feeds through into many areas of life, doesn't it? And we see
Isn't that such a selfish attitude, though, isn't it? Isn't that so selfish?
Yes, but possibly I don't think those people would think it's being selfish, but yes, you can argue that it's a selfish, sort of quite self-centered attitude. But I wonder if the people that are dropping items maybe aren't they're not connecting the dots and thinking that they're selfish. I think they're not even thinking at all. That's the trouble.
Yeah. And look, I'm going to be very careful with my language here, and I don't want it to fall upon you to explain what you told our producers when you agreed to come on the programme today. And look, it's 10:22, so this comes with a bit of a warning. There's no bad language coming here or any offensive language, but you've also seen a lot of stuff that you wouldn't normally see because the summit building is closed. Is that the best way of describing it without getting you and myself into trouble, Kate?
I think you might be talking about matter of the waste material from humans there. So that is sadly found on the mountain, and that is also something that we all have to do it, but some of us may appreciate that there's better, more discreet and environmentally friendly ways of leaving waste in a natural environment if you have to, or rather than just leaving excrement in places where other people are going to step and maybe come into contact with it. So I would say that is the most abhorrent behaviour that I've probably sort of come across on the hill. And I think it just comes back to information, education, experience, and knowing how to manage one's behaviour when you're in an environment that doesn't have public toilets and toilet paper. And some people get it, and some people don't get it.
Oh, well, Kate, listen, thank you so much. Have a lovely day. I hope the sun stays out for you and the children as well. Have a really lovely day, and thank you for all the amazing work that you do on Yr Wyddfa. Thank you very much.